We've had the Nap Next Best and Long Shot, but also have a quick spin through the card, generally covering the other 4 races as well. The opening Ballymore Novice has been billed as a bit of a match battle over Doyen against Champ, and I'm going to go with the home-trained runner, Champ, who has always promised the world, has an eye-catching name, to say just a small point as well, but has done some extremely good work over hurdles this season. Won the Cello when last seen. He'd won a handicap at Newbury prior to that in ridiculous fashion, considering it took him so long to settle. And if he does drop his head slightly in a more competitive race, I think we could see something pretty devastating. Let's see if he can overturn an Elliott horse who is promising to be backed into favouritism so far. Then we'll go for the RSA, and I've been a Santini fan all along. I've earmarked him for this race even more so after the run at Kempton on Boxing Day, where he was 7 lengths down, 2 out on top of the game in La Bagoa, and was beaten only 2 and an extra 1 1/4 by the winner by the line. He's an out-and-out stayer, perhaps too raw to win the novice hurdle on the card last season, but he's all stamina. He's a Gold Cup horse of the future potentially, and if that is the case, I think he can take apart a field that isn't that strong, provided he can keep in touch. Then we'll go to the Coral Cup. Loads to consider, as you might anticipate, but Highest Sun is a horse at likely big odds who will give you a run for your money. He's been doing some good late work generally, and he put that to good use last time at Chepstow when finally breaking a run of frustrating placed efforts. He just seems to be getting better all the while, and every time he runs, the market seems to want to know him. Race 4, very simple. We're on to the Champion Chase, and it's Altior, the best horse in training on Timeform ratings, and if I had my own personal ratings, he'd be top rated as well. He should make short work. Let's hope horses like Mink can push him into something a bit special. Cross country should be pretty simple too. Tiger Roll, yeah, Gordon Elliott's not had a great day on the opening card at Cheltenham, but equally, his Tiger Roll is surely one of the standout shorties of the week. About 11 to 10 at the moment. He won the race last season before the Grand National, and let's be honest, he looked better than ever, remarkable that sounds, when he won over hurdles in his warm-up for this. He really should take the beating again as he bids for successive wins and a 3rd Cheltenham Festival, in fact a 4th Cheltenham Festival success, which would be something else. Then we're on to the Boodles, Fred Winter as was, and in a race that's normally dominated by ex-flat horses who've got the toe, I think under these conditions we need something a bit different, and Van der Sar really impressed me when runner-up at Cheltenham when last seen. He's been off for 3 months since. I'm not detecting a problem. I'm imagining he's just been kept for this race, and his mark looks quite handy. I think he's a good prospect, this horse, and a good longer-term prospect. Just hope he's got the wherewithal to win a race that's going to be extremely competitive. And we finish as ever with the bumper. A race that's been in real flux. Getting the Cue, a horse I liked, has been taken out at the last minute. All right, Sunshine, an outsider I've put up in a few quarters, was another possible horse who's not been declared for this. But we're going to go again for a relatively rare home-trained winner, and that's Ask for Glory, who's 2 from 2 for Paul Nicholls and looked a proper animal when he made his latest appearance in a bumper at Chepstow. Big, imposing sort, given a no-nonsense ride and just continue to power on. I don't think there are any Irish standouts. Maybe Blue Sari, the only representative of Mullins, is that. The fact that Mullins runs only him, you could read one of 2 ways, but as far as I'm concerned, Ask for Glory is a very good prospect, and at the prices, some 3 times bigger than the likely favourite Blue Sari at the overnight stage, I think he can justify a bet at those bigger odds.